All right, I picked this beauty up at the, what do you call it? Strategic storage facility, the shopping center, AKA the dump. And we're just in the process of brainstorming. So I was stripping all the wires off the back. I think there might've been a fan here. And I bought this heater on Amazon. It's a 400 watt heater. And I'm gonna mount it in there, is the plan. This is a bookshelf holder. So I snipped the top because it stands up. So I snipped that part off a little bit and then bent it into 90. And then I'm hoping to screw that from the inside, and that's what the heater will sit on. And we're gonna try and get that light going up there. I'm not sure, hope it's a 110, because it'd be nice to have a light in there. And this is sealed, so I'm hoping that that can be my water reservoir for humidity. And then I'm gonna put this in there, and I want to get 3 egg turners. We're hoping. So we gotta figure out a way to build trays. Okay, so I got the bookshelf kind of hanger thing, or whatever you call it, mounted in there. This is some J channel that I had just from tinning projects around the farm. This was super hard to drill into, so I touched it with a grinder, drilled the pilot hole, and it worked okay. But I mean, don't get hung up on that if you've got some wood or anything to make a ledge on, because all you're doing is trying to make a shelf so that you can slide these trays in. So yeah, some good self-tapper screws, and then carry on. Okay, this is as raw as it gets. Got my little heater, stuffed some paper towel in there to seal it up. Hooked some wires up, hey Blackie, and got the light working. And then this is an Inkbird, and you can buy them on Amazon. So I set it at 37.5 for incubating. You can put it within a 0.3 degree tolerance. So I'm hoping that'll be good enough for incubating. The fan just kicked on, the heater. The one thing I am worried about is I don't have a fan in there. I need a circulating fan. Oh, the light only comes on when the power is hooked on to the Inkbird, so I need to fix that. So one thing I did learn is the height. So I tried to get 3 incubators. I have this roller one that's new. The eggs have to clear the tray above it. And then I realized, I'm like, oh shoot, it's hitting the fan. So anyhow, I made this one shorter. Don't get hung up on, I made these with my bender, and then I riveted them. You can make these out of wood. You can do anything. Just make it work. So I'm trying this, and then made these trays. I'm still hoping to put the water in there, and I need a fan to circulate the air in here, because definitely it's not as warm, or you can definitely feel, because that fan is blowing, and it'll blow right on them eggs at the back. And I am a little bit worried about that when that fan kicks on, it might super cook the eggs that are closest to it. So I was wondering about putting a guard in front of that fan so that the heat had to kind of dissipate around it. So yeah, but anyhow, it doesn't seem like the fan kicks in all that often, because they had the door open, it really dropped down. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it for a bit, and then I'll keep you posted. A few more ideas to try to get a fan in there. Okay, carnage everywhere. One more quick update, and then I'll show you what the eggs in it. 400 watt heater. I think I bought them on Amazon, or they were on sale somewhere for like 15 bucks. So I bought two. They're a thin profile. That's why I used it. Remember, that's the bookshelf thing. And then that is actually some fireproofing material, like out of a forge. You could just use insulation. Insulation's a fireproofing thing, but I run my cables in there, so I wanted to make sure that I had some fireproof. This was the old light of the stove, which I was able to make it work. So I just rigged up a little switch. And then I had a 3-way cord in the shed. So now if I turn the light switch on, it's unfortunate that the light isn't lower because it still is hard to see on the bottom. And then I run my Inkbird, and what I did off the Inkbird heat, again, you can buy them on Amazon. I think they're 60, 70 bucks. They work really well. And you can tighten up so that it's within 0.3 of a degree is when it'll cycle on and off. So I'm hoping that's good enough. And then I hooked my egg turner to it. So the egg turner comes on and rotates the eggs only when the heater is running. This is an old computer cord, again, from the shopping center, aka the dump. And I needed a 12 volt converter. So like from 120 to 12 volts. So then I tied that in, and then that cord runs over to the main power that's on all the time. And then, it's so hillbilly, it's awesome. And then that runs the fan, and that's a computer fan. And I just screwed down a little piece and then clipped that fan in there, and it actually will circulate the air pretty good. And then you can see this hose in there. I drilled one hole to get down into that tray, and then that hose just comes up, and then I can have a squirt bottle and run water for my humidity underneath there. Oh, so you see the heater, once I open the door, the egg turners are rotating. Yeah, there they go. And this one down here, that's the new one that I'm trying. So we'll see how that goes. And then, oh, I was worried, an afterthought is in the back there. You see them tin sheets? They are where the heater comes in. And so I was worried with the heater blowing straight on the eggs that I was going to end up with like hot spots type of idea. So then I put shrouds in front of the heater. So basically the heat has to go up or the heat has to go down. It can't come directly in on the eggs. And then I'm counting on the fan to circulate it all. So the stove is great, I guess. I wanted the glass so I could see in there. I wanted 3 egg turners, so I'll be, what will I be? I think 36, so I'll be over 100 eggs. I do think I run a lot of these Inkbirds in these old freezers, old fridges, and then that's where I store my honey, and so I can keep the honey basically warm all the time. So, I don't know. They work good. We'll give it a try. So I'll give you one more quick update once we get it rolling. Okay, I just wheeled it over here with the trolley, and I had to add one more thing that was legit. So yeah, light switch, holding temperature, and then you can see them rotating. And then I added this. So I had this in the shed, and it's a 120 to 12 volt converter as well. And then I had a little bilge pump. I don't know if I bought it for the boat or what I bought. Anyhow, it's 12 volt. So then I thought, well, look at me go. So I just turned that on. You can hear it. Pumping water. And I can fill my tray up. And it only takes like I was kind of hoping it would run out the door so I just know when it was full. I think we're going to try that. Because I'm going to have a hard time seeing it. That's the one thing with the glass I don't like. bet you that's going to run into like some insulation. Okay, well, I need to get a light in the bottom of there so that I can see the water level. That's somehow got to be a thing. Okay, so 10 dozen. I collected another dozen from the shed, so I have like 132 eggs in there. That roller one fits a lot. So anyhow, we're just getting her back up to temp. And I guess I'll just mark on the door when we started. Saturday, April 19th at 3 o'clock. I think we'll be 19 days, and then we got to take them out, lay them in the trays. I was going to put some sawdust down, and we'll go from there. All right, hopefully this helps somebody. Take care.